almost like in a dream. That's where you can just be free. That's the only place that you're really free. Otherwise, we are always controlling ourselves to become socially acceptable. We're walking in a socially acceptable way. We're talking in a socially acceptable way. We control our energies so that we would be sitting politely. We use 80% of our energies to become acceptable because we want to be loved by everybody. That's why even when we have thoughts that we think that people will not like, we try to control those thoughts. We try to not think about something that we consider or they consider obscene. We try to not think about anything that the world thinks is immoral. All our energy is spent on being something that we are not. All our energies are spent on just being something proper. That's not us.
Terima kasih.
On a number of occasions, you have used the term, expression, total communication, which I would like you to maybe elaborate on that, because total communication, sometimes one could understand the way when one listens today and hears that expression, total communication, communication. We know that there are periods where man used to eat another man. We eat plants and other creatures, and during certain religious ceremonies we eat. We say this is Christ's blood and this is his flesh. We eat. There is this communion. I have a friend, filmmaker Peter Kubelka, who says, believes jokingly, though with a great touch of truth, that man crawls to the surface of earth and he eats everything, whatever he can, he eats, and that way he communicates, because that's the closest communication that you see. So, and that is very often understood by such communication. There is this that aspect I would like you to just say something. What do you mean by total communication?
I think that there are two classes in this society left now. One is a class that believes that they can communicate, and the other is a class that believes that they can't communicate. And the class that think that they can't communicate are suffering because of inferiority complex. They think, well, we don't have enough money we don't have the connection, we don't have the opportunity or talent to communicate. But actually, that's not true at all. The only difference is between people who realize their desperation, their desperate desire of communication, and people who don't realize their desperate desire of communication. People who think that they're cool, they don't have to communicate. And people, the other side is the people who know very well that they have to communicate. If you really realize that you have the desperate need of communication, and communication means understanding, reaching, love, then you will do anything. Then when you are really desperate, the necessity of the desperation, will give you talent, give you the imagination necessary to communicate. And we shouldn't think that the only way of communication is TV or radio or accepted medias. There are many ways to communicate. That's why I say it isn't that the media is the message, but I think message is the media. Everybody has a message, and that already is a media. Everybody has their own media to express themselves. And once the whole world would realize that, they will make total communication. And when they make total communication, there will be peace. Because when you totally communicate, when you are totally understood, totally loved, totally appreciated, there's no feeling of violence. There will be no feeling of violence left in the world. And that's when we will have total peace.
200.
You will forgive me for, asking to explain that term, but I just wanted you to explain it, to say something on it, go into some subtleties or directions of it, because it is too much. I see myself, I believe that there is too much of this very superficial belief in just, you touch with just together in the room, and that is the communication, and now that is the solution to, because that is only one very, that can lead men just backwards where, next step, then you eat, each other sort of nicely with love, like, insects lovingly eat each other. But you see, I see that you are bringing the aspect of the content of the mind of the into. Do I have any other questions?
I think we communicate more than we think. I know what you mean. I don't think it's just enough just to touch each other. I think we can communicate more. But I think everybody's communicating more than they think through a subconscious world. I think that's possible.
Yes.
One. I'll put you together on this one. That's yes.
I have no more questions.
You really don't have any question?
Do you want me to play back the string?
May I ask you a question?
Yes.
120.
Encore.
Oh, thank you very much, John. Now, let's see what these are. Oh, what a long, long one. Was this a question or an answer, I wonder? Anyway, I'll make a knot out of it. Maybe this was my scream. Now. Oh, I remember this. I remember this. You heard me when you said this. Well, that's not true. You can't hurt anybody, Jonas. I'm sorry.
Everybody can. Everybody can.
Now, this was a very sharp question. Very good. Not that I liked it. I didn't like it at all. I didn't, you know. I didn't. Well, you shouldn't have asked such a long question like this. Look at this. It was too long for me. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I mean, it's too long. It was too long for me. I mean, I'm getting old, you know. I mean, it does make me tired. My brains are battered and they're getting so... Well, I'll forgive you. I can't even find the end of it.